All right. Let's see if this is working here. No, okay. Let's see if there's another window I can see here. Open, let's see. I don't know if this is going out. I have Restream channels. Okay. Channels, Restream channels. Okay. I don't know if any of this is going out where it needs to go. Hi, I'm Jim Pellinger. think I'm streaming live. I really don't know. It says it's streaming. Okay. So what am I doing today? I'm in my studio, and you're here with me, and I was working on a track called, for lack of a better title, I won't tell you the whole title, it's GMFG, which, yeah, the whole title is Good Morning, Fräulein Goebbels. Okay, so, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first I got to love to see if these actually are streaming or not. How do I get those windows to pop up? Sorry about this. I'm still sort of getting all this to work. So I'm not sure where I'm supposed to see what I'm looking for here. Okay. All right. I could just continue as if I am actually streaming, and I won't really know for sure if I am or not. I guess I can go look on my phone. It should be showing up in YouTube and at on Facebook, but I really don't know if it's actually working or not. So let's go here. Here's my thing. Where is my live stuff here? My videos, live. Oh, looks like I am going right now. Okay, nobody's actually watching. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. It's going on YouTube right now, and it should be going on Facebook right now as well. Yep, I can hear it right there. Okay, so that's working. Oh, looks like I am going right now. Okay, nobody's actually watching. All right, but that's all right. This is all just a test to see what is actually working or not. I'm here in my studio. I'm going to turn this down so I don't hear myself. And I'm working on a song called Good Morning, Fräulein Goebbels. And I was going to do a total remix of the song, but I'm thinking maybe I won't. Let's see what this one is doing here, if I could see that one. See if this one's live, the Facebook one. And, oh yeah, there it is. It's live. Okay. So for whatever it's worth, I am live on Facebook and YouTube right now. And what I need to do now, actually, is try to embed this in my, go back here, I'll quit this. I'll try to embed this in, on my website too. And there it is on YouTube. Okay, so if I now can go embed this on my website, that's what I'd like to do here. Share, embed code, and there's the embed code. I'll copy the embed code. And got that, now it's copied. Now I'm gonna go to, I'm looking at Safari right now, you can't see that. I'm going to open up, where is it? Bookmarks, music, Jim Pellinger, and then I'm going to go down to Bandzoogle, sign in, and I'm going to edit content. Right now I'm going to go onto the main page, home page, and I'm going to add a section. I'm going to embed a video here, and what I'm going to embed is this live stream. As soon as I find it here, this is Trust me, hopefully nobody's really watching right now. Okay, embed video. Here we go. We're going to pop that in there. And we're going to save it. Saving that. Okay, back. Now I should be able to view the site and see myself on my website actually live streaming. There it is. Okay. Okay, I've done all that. Let's quit Safari. I see I got 2 people watching. Oh, I got... All right, so I'm working on a tune right now called Good Morning, Fräulein Goebbels. And I'm going to quit this here right now. And sometime I'm going to figure out how to get the comments visible. I had it before, but now it's gone, and I don't know why. So anyway, I'm going to go to the logic window here, and I'm going to start working on this mix. And let's play it a little bit and listen to it. I was going to do a whole new remix, but I'm not sure I need to. So let's just listen once here.
Good morning, Fräulein Goebbels. What you got for us today? Another heaping pile of bladder sliding off our plate. Another steaming.
Oh, I think Lena's watching. Hello, Lena. Hello, Lena. How are you? How are you doing? I'm doing something different. I'm trying a little live streaming in the studio stuff. Right now I'm working on a mix, and I'm thinking about changing the mix. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start a new mix. The way I do that to start with is all these purple tracks here are previous mixes. So I'm going to duplicate mix 34. And this may get really boring. I don't know. This is all an experiment. I really don't know how this is going to go. So I'm going to duplicate that. Hit that button there. Now mix 34 is duplicated, and I'm going to change that to mix 35. And now it's mix 35. And now I'm going to go into track view here. There's the empty mix 35 there. Now I'm going to, actually I got to go back to the mixer view. I have to turn off all these plugins. Mostly the SoundCloud or the Sound ID plugin, which does a correction for the particular acoustics of the room I'm listening in. So you're hearing things adjusted for the room I'm in. So it might not sound exactly the same where you're listening. But to mix this down, I got to turn that off and close that. Now I'm going to go up to File, pull down to Share. No, I'm not going to share it. I'm going to pull down to Bounce project or section, add it to the project, make sure that this check mark is clicked here, add it to the project, and I'm going to name it. It's GMFG Take 2 Oh, I had my mic muted. I don't know for how long I had my mic muted, but my mic was muted. And I'm going through a mix right now in GMFG. Good morning, Fraulein Goebbels. And I want to change a few things. So first thing I want to do is go to the drum bus. Let's listen to the drums by themselves here. Those are the drums. I want to put a different compressor on there. I'll turn this one off, and I'm going to put in on a 1176 emulation from IK Multimedia. And I want to try just a little experiment on these drums here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the all button here. Press all the buttons in. Now all the buttons are pressed in. I'm going to turn this output way down here because I don't know how loud this is going to be. Okay, and we'll just play it and see how loud this might be. I'll just adjust. That's the wrong thing there. Oh, I put it on the wrong thing. Hold on. Stop that. I want it to be not there. I want it to be... Turn that compressor off. I'm going to drop it in right here. Now I'll press all the buttons in. Turn the input way down. Let's see what it sounds like. That sounds pretty cool. What does that sound like in the mix?
Don't know how you don't choke to death on that vial. But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, someone will believe.
You can hear that pumping that it didn't have. Turn the attack down. I turn it way up. Just playing with the attack and release to see how it changes the sound. Pretty aggressive sounding. Okay, I want to listen to what the drums sound like with that compressor and the other compressor. So we'll click one on and off. This is the original compressor right here. Let's listen to it. That's the original compressor. I'll click that off. Now I'll put on the other one. Way more aggressive. Compare them again. And here's the new one. I'm going to adjust that a little bit.
I don't know how you don't choke to death on that bile. But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, someone will believe you. Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, how you going for a laugh? I get a different figure when I sit and do the math. It's almost like we live in two different worlds.
All right. Right, I like that. I like the way the drums sound there. They're a bit more aggressive than the other compressor. So I'm going to leave that like that. And then I want to mess around with the effects on the lead vocal. And actually what I did on the lead vocal, if I look at it right here, there's the track. I've got some doubling going on, and I want to adjust some of that. I want to bring that up a little bit. So the doubling track it's actually a bunch of earlier takes that I've put together right here where my cursor is. I don't know if you can see that. And I want to bring that up and make the doubling a little more obvious. So let's see what that does. Okay, here we go. Here comes the vocal now.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us today? Another heaping pile of bladder sliding off our plate. Another steaming FedEx too, served with a smile. Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, I see your lips are moving. That only means there's something spewing out that isn't proven. I don't know how you don't choke to death on that bile. But if you say it
The only thing with that is I hear some of the other vocals that are the lines are they're holding the notes a little longer than the lead vocal. I don't know if that's a real problem or not. I'm going to go back to bar number 8. Okay, let's see. Go back to bar number 8 and see what it sounds like here.
good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us
Maybe a little too obvious. Bring it down.
pile of bladder sliding off our plate. Another steaming FedEx too, served with a
Another thing I can do is I can go back to the previous mix, which I have stored over on this track right here, and I can just solo that, go back and forth, and see what the difference is. See what the comparison is here. Let's do that. First the new one. Now here's the last mix. The new mix. It's a new mix. Old mix. I think the vocal gets a little thicker with the additional doubling and actually quadrupling on the vocal. It might be a little too much though, so I'm going to go back and find that track right here and bring it down a little bit. I think another thing I did previously was I had it automated so that more doubling would come in, so I'll have to retrack that. Let's see what that sounds like. Go back to bar 8 where the vocal starts. Okay, right there. Let's take it out once. That's just the lead vocal by itself. Right there, soloed. And then bring the doubling in.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels. I see your lips are moving. That only means there's something spewing out.
You hear that it's more than one voice.
I don't know how you don't choke to death on that bite.
With all the instruments.
But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, someone will believe you.
Let's go back to the original track. The last mix. Okay, so what I was doing there was I was going back to the original mix, this one right here, the highlighted track here, or not the original mix, but the last mix I did, mix 35, and soloing that and see what the difference is. So I'm going to go back again to bar 8. I'm going to do that again. That's the new mix. Here's the last mix. If you really want to hear how much different it is, go through all these mixes. I got, let's see, all the way back to mix 18 on here. And I can just go solo those one at a time and give you an idea what those sound like. Hey, if you're watching, drop me a message. Say hello. Tell me how boring this is, because it's probably boring as I sit here and mix, right? So let's listen to some old mixes. Here's the first one you'll hear is the one I'm working on now, and then I'll start with mix 18. Okay, here we go. Oop, let's start at the top here. Here's what mix 18 sounds like. The new mix. 18. Probably don't hear a lot of difference there. I hear the bass guitar getting a little throatier sounding on mix 18. Let's listen to mix 19 here. First, the one I'm on right now, which is 36. 36 here. Let that play for a bit. Here's 19. 36. Let's go to mix 20. Mix 20 is kind of quiet. 36. Here's 21. That's 36. Here's 22. It's a lot quieter. Drums are quieter. Here's the current mix, 36. It's 23. Things are different around 35 here. See this part here, where the hand claps come in. There's 23. 36. Anyway, you can hear how the mix changes as it goes along, right? And, just give you an idea what I'm working on in here. Listening to me do a whole mix would be really kind of boring because it's just a lot of soloing this and that. Actually, soloing not as much as you should anyway. You should not solo as much because you want to hear the whole thing as a whole. And every now and then you got to hit the save button so you don't lose everything you did, right? Okay, let's go back to the window here. See if it's done saving. Yeah. We'll say I like the drum sound.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us today? Another heaping pile of bladders sliding off our plate. Another steaming fed.
I think what else I want to do is I want to make the guitar sound a little more aggressive. So let's find the guitar tracks. They are right here's the electric guitar tracks, and I want to just bring those up a little bit here. Let's see if I can just increase the level on these faders and see what that does. Let's compare it to the other mix. Oh, listen to the reverb there.
Anything you're pitching. No one with half a brain has even brought up bad. But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, someone will believe you. Yeah, if you say it over and over.
I think what I've accomplished here so far is getting the drums to sound a little more aggressive. Let's just compare that at the top of the song here. Here's the new mix, and then I will click on the last mix, which is 35. Here's 35.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us today? Another heaping pile of
Yeah, the drums definitely jump out more, and I like that. Let's go here. I'm gonna look at the metering, see if I'm peaking or doing anything weird in terms of level. So I don't know if you can see this. I've opened up the Logic meter on the output bus, and I just want to see what that all looks like. See how my levels are.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us today? Another heaping pile of bladders sliding off our plate. Another steaming FedEx to send with a smile.
A little reverb on the guitar and the organs. This is the reverb on the drum bus, I believe. Okay, what I'm seeing here is my peaks are right around -3 dB, and that's where I want it to be. So that's good. There's another tool in here, the tonal balance plugin, tonal balance control from Isotope, and that gives you an idea of how your mix is balanced tonally. Duh, right? So let's just take a look at what that looks like. I'm going to isolate the different bands here. This is the high band. And it's kind of shrill in that end. Here's the high mids. This is the high mids. Here's the low mids. And the lows. I think what I'm hearing a lot of is when I put the new compressor on the drum track, I got kind of too much emphasis on the tambourine, so I'm going to work on that a little bit here. Let's see what I can do about that. Try a little EQ. Check the compressor. Okay, I think I tamed the tambourine down a little bit, and I just want to see what it looks like in the tonal balance control meter here. See if that made a difference. It's this stuff all the way up here. That might be the drums too. Well, that made a big difference. Okay, what I did there was I went to the drum bus here, and I opened up a noise plugin called ChromaGlow. And that adds some extra harmonics and brightens up the sound a little bit. And I just pulled down the frequency a little bit on this so that it wasn't as bright. So let's try something here. I'm going to mess with that a little bit. See how hot and bright that gets? It's actually kind of cool, actually. Getting a lot of that cymbal sound going. I like that. Compare that to Mix 35. Okay, that tamed things a little bit there in the area I was trying to tame things. Go back to the drum bus and open that plug-in again. There it is. Okay. Let's play that back. Okay, I think I'm liking this mix. And what I do now is, at this point, once I get a mix where I like it, I'll save it. And that will take some time, right? And it's the boring part. You're just waiting for the thing to render. And it might be saved now. Maybe, okay, it looks like it's saved already. Okay. Let's go back over here. And now what I want to do is send this to the music app, the Apple Music app, and so I can listen to it in the car. I can listen to it in my stereo in my living room and every place else I can listen to it, headphones and iPods or AirPods, I should say, and then evaluate it and see what else needs to be mixed or changed. So I didn't take the mix to the studs and restart. I just took it from where I was and added a few ideas. I put a new compressor on the drums to make them pop out a little more, and I brought up the doubling and quadrupling on the vocals and brought down the reverb a little bit. So we'll see what that sounds like. Let's take a look at what I do at that point. We go, first of all, I got to go to the mixer window. I am in the mixer window. I have to turn everything off on this channel here. I got to turn all this off. So all these plugins, I don't want any of this printed to the mixdown. So once that is off, and I make sure this kind of goldenrod bar up here is lit. That's the recycle. It defines the amount of the music that I'm sending, or the length of it. Go up to File, pull down to Share to Music, share song to music, and make sure the title's right. Export the cycle area only, this checkbox right here, and hit Share. And now we wait again. Now we just wait for that to happen and see how that goes. And it takes a while to bounce. So again, you're in my studio now, those of you who are watching, if anybody is watching. And I'm just mixing a song down called Good Morning Fraulein Goebbels that I think I'm going to release, but I don't know yet. And then we'll see how this goes. It's just an experiment to see how boring watching a live mix can be. So, and it might be kind of boring, but I may keep doing it. I might do full sessions on live stream. I don't know. I have the ability. I might as well do it. We'll see who watches and who cares and who doesn't, right? All right. How's your day going? Okay, the bounce is almost done. Getting there. If you're watching on YouTube and you've never seen me before or anything like that, if you like what you're seeing, oh, there it is. It's playing back. Okay. So OBS, we're going to go to. All right. It's playing back on Apple Music. I'm going to stop that for now. And I'm going to stop the stream now, too, because why was my mic muted again? How come every time I go? Okay, all right. I don't know how much what I said got through because my mic got muted somehow. Okay. So I'm done now. This was an experiment. Don't know if it worked or not. We'll sign off, and I'll see you.